I'm playing here is Shadowrun Dragonfall. It's a follow-up to the original reboot for Shadowrun. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a isometric shooter, sort of along the lines of XCOM, and it's set in the Shadowrun world. Which, if you haven't seen before, it's a tabletop RPG that kind of came to prominence in the '90s, and it's about a future, a cyberpunk future where humanity has awakened to a world where magic exists again. So some people have goblinized, what they call goblinized, into trolls and dwarves and orcs again. And so the themes of the story really are kind of urban decay, corporate corruption, and a lot of the racial issues that we face in our culture reflected in the sense of the races in Shadowrun. So orcs are sort of down or kept down. So are trolls. Elves are seen as kind of high living people and so forth. So right now, I forget where I am. This is like the second scene. I'm supposed to get down into one of the subways and question someone. And I don't quite remember what was going on because I'm picking up where I left off. So I'm just going to start playing. I can see public transit hasn't gotten much better in the in the cyberpunk future, like 2070 or something like that. Just pausing the game while I adjust my audio down a little bit. All right. So it's a basic kind of point and click to move game. I've got a full party here. I've got some street samurai, which are sort of warrior types. I think I'm playing a mage. The custom character I made is a mage. Really not a lot to do when you're moving around. You're just sort of clicking around, but it doesn't really matter. Let's see if we can have some fun. These are my Johnsons, the people who set me up with with my missions. I think that's how that goes. And there's no voiceover really in this. It's mostly text, as you can see. I'm not going to read it out to people, but mostly propels the mission forward. You can see in the dialogue tree, if you have different types of skills, you can have different selections. I don't have decking. That's one of the selections here, but. So our friend was killed as this game opened up. We were on a run in Germany supposed to be a cake run to steal some plans or something like that from a corporate headquarters, and it was an ambush, and our friend, our main leader, kind of got taken down. So that's what was happening there, and we're just following up now. We're trying to figure out what happened. Kind of a standard stock Shadowrun storyline, but it's still a lot of fun. A little stuck on yourself. Easy to say you could have done it when you weren't there. As you can see, people are kind of whiny and angsty in the future, so fair enough. There's always some earth-shattering thing you face in Shadowrun. The thing they tell you don't exist always always exists. But these are dark days, countless women and men. There's a horror that you cannot begin to understand. Sure. Rampaging dragons are very annoying. Dragonfall. At least I got the name of the game pretty early. There's always some earth-shattering thing you face in Shadowrun. The thing they tell you don't exist always always exists. But these are dark days, countless women and men. There's a horror that you cannot begin to understand. Sure. Rampaging dragons are very annoying. A lot of reading in this game. It shows you let's be cautious option, but let's face it, caution never pays off. It always ends up blowing up. Alright, karma is kind of the experience points in this game. You gain karma to buy new skills and all those kinds of things. You have to go check out this cafe. I guess sort of Dragon Ages. Everybody's sort of sitting around waiting to hear from you. So we'll probably have some more dialogue here. Let's work it through one thing at a time. Try the joking approach. So she was magically active at one point. In this world, magic is more attuned to people who don't have cyberware enhancements, and she has a lot. So that, matter of fact, she has 2 completely replaced arms you can see from her model. So that's implicating that she at one time was less cyber oriented. So something must have happened. Who knows what that is? Let's be reassuring. We just lost our friend. Let's talk about it. Okay. Kind of a trope here. Everybody's got some dark past. Fair enough. This is our troll. Is that right? Troll or orc? Not entirely sure. Looks like a troll because of the horns. You're all wrong. Kind of an ass. Sure. Somewhere along I get 5 karma to spend, so you can usually increase your stats or your skills with this karma. You got body, quickness, strength, intelligence, willpower, and charisma. Willpower is really the major stat for mages. I'm going to go up in spellcasting here and bring that up to a 5 and then confirm it because at 5 points. Now I'm down to 0. Let's go ahead and save. This is a good time to save it. Sure, toast our old friends. Some light banter. So you don't have a character history. This lets you, I guess, define it by your choices. That's an interesting way to do it. I've seen some tabletop RPGs take that route. It's usually pretty good. But of course, I'm not really playing to anyone, so you know what's kind of the point there. Pacing of the game seems a little weird. There's a lot of dialogue, and it's mostly an action game, and there's really not that much complexity when you're not playing with other people. Makes lots of dialogue seem a little weird sometimes. A dog that doesn't want to eat, sure. Oh no, I gotta take this dog with me everywhere? We'll see how that goes. Brings back brings back memories of the first version of Fallout, we had dog meat, and I would just reload the game as I was never gonna let dog meat die. So I hope this dog doesn't die. Okay, I need to gather information, but I'm not entirely sure how or where. So let's see what we got going on back here. The door. That's promising. So just kind of more questioning of people, I suppose. It does not look like they sell a lot of magical stuff, which is what my character needs since she's a mage. So let's see if we can find a see if we can find some kind of mage vendor. Maybe this guy. They don't look good. Donations to the soup kitchen. Okay. Well, that's not very convenient for me. I go over here, warm myself by the barrel with these guys. This is not looking good. Just randomly dancing girl, sure. Sure, toss it into the bag. So like night elves in World of Warcraft just dancing there and this is probably a magical vendor. Hope so. Come on. He is a weapons vendor, which again does not help me very much. Okay. Let's see if we can find a magic vendor. Guess this guy has human privilege, though. He doesn't. They don't need your permission. All right. I'm not really in the mood for that guy. I just want to buy some spells, dude. Come on. There's this whole thing down here I didn't realize existed. That's that dwarf that was doing me no good. Dwarf. Oh, come on, dude. Good to be a popular person in the afterlife, I guess, but doesn't help me find a vendor. All right, well, I'm mostly testing the mic here, so I think I've accomplished what I'm going to accomplish for today. I'm just going to wrap this up. Interesting game. I'm not sure I'm a big fan of the amount of dialogue in it, but you know, fair enough. I'm just going to wrap it up and end the stream now. It looks like the mic worked out pretty well, and that's all I really needed. So thanks, everybody. I'll stream a true game here sometime pretty soon. So, but I'm going to get something into that has a little bit more action in it than these games. But I'm just setting up my rig right now. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we will talk to you again sometime for reels in the future.